but there's more Republicans that are fucking stupid. We've got a plague in this country of stupid fucking motherfucking Republicans. So this is Elise Stefanik. I mean, like,
correct.
I don't even know. I'm sorry if that blew your eardrums out. I don't even know, like, how to start with this. I really don't. There's so much here that just, like, listening to these people talk really makes you want to fucking, like, get a screwdriver and, like, you know, insert it into, like, one of the holes in your body, right? Like, I just don't. But we need to understand what the enemy is up to. Republicans are the enemy. They are insane. They are theocratic fascists. They are religious fundamentalists. They are insane. Whatever you might be thinking about the 9/11 hijackers, right? Republicans are worse. All right? I want you to be very aware of that. Let's watch this. This is some insane ass shit.
Correct.
Solving COVID. They couldn't prioritize managing that money. That's bad. Okay, pressure is mounting on the Biden administration to go now further on abortion rights. You've heard the president talking about it this week. House Democrats are now pushing the president to declare a public health emergency where abortion is concerned. They claim the U.S. Supreme Court's Roe reversal creates a full-scale reproductive health crisis, and they are looking for federal government intervention. The White House and President Biden have said, yeah, they're going to consider that. Congresswoman?
Yes, House Democrats are putting on the floor the most radical abortion on demand paid for by the taxpayers up until and after birth just this week. I will tell you that.
First of all, what does abortion on demand mean? Like, if I get hit by a car and, like, my leg is, like, it goes in the opposite direction, you know? Am I allowed to get, like, leg surgery on demand? Like, what does that mean, abortion on demand? Like, it's just words. Like, it doesn't... Like, what does that mean? If I accidentally, like, I'm chopping up an onion and I cut my finger off and I go to the emergency room, am I allowed to get, like, my finger sewn back on demand? What? Like, what? I don't know. Like, what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. But also, let's play this part again. Up until and after birth.
On the floor, the most radical abortion on demand paid for by the taxpayers up until and after birth just this week. I will.
After birth? What? What is post-birth abortion? Can any... This, like, is a meme that started, I think, a couple years ago. It probably is further back in time. But I, like, first heard this a couple of years ago. What is a post-birth abortion? What is that? What does that mean? Like, So, okay, so there's birth. And then the baby comes out, they're fine. And then the mom is like, never mind. And then, like, the doctor, like, takes the scissors that they cut the umbilical cord with, and then it just stabs the baby to death. Like, do they actually think this? Like, what is a post-birth abortion? I need you to, like, think to yourself. But again, I really want to remind you all that it doesn't matter. Right? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, logic doesn't matter. These people are not having an argument that you can win or lose. It's not like playing rock, paper, scissors. Oh, and I got scissors and they got paper, and then that means, you know, I win. No. There is no rules. They get paper, you get scissors, and then they just say that you stole the fucking game or whatever, right? There are no rules. All right? It's like if you're playing checkers, right? And instead of, like, you know, doing, like, the diagonal moving thing, they just, like, put their checker on the other side, and then they say that they win. There is no rules, right? If we're not arguing in the same language. We're not living in the same world. So when they say stuff like post-birth abortion, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They just say it. Abortion on demand. What does it mean? Who knows? Who cares? Their voters don't care. Right? They don't care. They just say words. They just say words, and that's it. I need you to understand, Republicans are fucking crazy, psychopath, illiterate cocksuckers. And not the good kind of cocksucker, which I consider myself to be, but They are fucking insane, okay? I need you to understand. Now let's continue this clip. It gets worse.
Will tell you that goes much further than codifying Roe, which is the talking point they use. As the American people learn more about this legislation, it is truly radical. 80% of the American people oppose late-term abortions, yet this bill, as I said, provides taxpayer funding and legalizes abortion nationally up until and after birth.
Again, my mouse isn't working. Oh, shit. Up until and after birth. What does that mean? And also late-term abortion? What does that mean? Right? Like, they're acting as if, right, like you're about to go into labor. Maybe you are in labor. And then you're just like, all right, I want you to just toss me down the stairs. Before this baby pops out, just throw me down 3 flights of stairs. See what happens. Let's roll the dice. Would a doctor actually do that? No. But again, it doesn't matter. I need you to understand it doesn't matter. None of this matters. And also, 80% of Americans want Roe v. Wade. Now, again, I just want to be clear. This Roe v. Wade thing, I'm against Roe v. Wade. But I'm against it from the left. I think Roe v. Wade is a bullshit fucking compromise. The idea, right, that someone has to be forced to have a parasite in their body. If you want to take the parasite out and the parasite is capable of living outside the body, great. Go for it. But the idea that someone would be enslaved and forced into labor that they are not consenting to, that is in clear violation of the 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. I don't know what to tell you, right? So yeah, I'm in favor of late-term abortion, especially if the health of the person is at risk. If they're going to die and it's save them or save the parasite, I'm going to choose save the human being. Again, it is a violation of the 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution to argue in favor of forced labor. I don't know what to fucking tell you, okay? But they don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about any of this shit. They just say words. These people don't care?
In terms of babies that are born alive, particularly those premature babies. House Republicans, we are proud to stand for life. We are proud.
Yo, shout outs to this motherfucker doing the wheelie.
Particularly those premature babies.
Look at this. Check this out.
House Republicans, we are proud to stand for life. We are proud to stand in opposition to any taxpayer dollars going towards funding abortion. We will oppose this bill, and the Democratic Party has shifted. It was not so long ago that the Democrats' own platform was abortion should be safe, legal, and rare. How much that has changed to on-demand, paid for by the taxpayers up until birth.
Up until birth or up until after birth? Who knows? But also, what does on demand mean? What does that mean? On demand. Like, seriously, it's just words. Like, they just say it because it sounds like a catchy phrase. Oh, yeah, abortion on demand. What? Like, what does on demand mean? It means you go and you get the healthcare you need? Like, again, I know I already said this. But if I'm hiking and, like, I fall down, like, a hill and I fucking snap my fucking femur and I go to the hospital, would I be allowed to get surgery on demand? I would hope so. Like, what? What?
So, Congresswoman, has there always been up until and after birth, and you described what that would be like, and that is heartbreaking. I don't know if, and that may be why you can't even get Democrat women to agree to get to that point, right? Which is probably why they didn't codify it when Obama was in office, when they had majorities.
We have the Born Alive Protection Bill, which House Republicans are proud to support. We've passed that in a House Republican majority, and that is standing for life. Born alive babies, they deserve the right to life. There is a reason life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that life comes first. We saw the Democrat governor in Virginia shamefully talk about a baby, holding that baby comfortable before killing that child. That is not where the American people are. That's what I mean when I say up until and after birth. We stand for life.
So, okay. Now, there's an argument to be had. Let's say a baby is born and they've got, like, some debilitating birth defect. They've got some disease that's, like, you know, they're not going to live, like, probably, like, weeks, you know? There's a conversation to be had. Should you just kill the fucker now? I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't, like, I'm just saying, yeah, I'm down to debate this. I'm down to debate that. If someone pops out and they, like, have, like their heart is, like, half developed or something, or, like, they, like, their liver is, like, fucked up, or, like, you know, something like that, right? Okay? I'm down to have the conversation of, like, okay, maybe we should just euthanize this person. They're not going to live any further than a couple weeks. But I'm also down to say we should do everything we can to save them. Now, if we had, like, a universal healthcare system, right? A universal healthcare system where government-funded healthcare for everyone, and the goal was to do everything you can for every person who's alive in this country to save their life, I'm down. I'm down to fund having, like, you know, organ transplants. I'm down to have, like, you know, we'll do what we can to keep the baby alive. We'll generate a new organ in, like, a stem cell laboratory, and then we'll put... I'm down to do that. But these people are not in favor of universal healthcare, right? So, I don't, this weird thing that they do where they say they're pro-life. What does that mean, they're pro-life? This, again, but I need you to understand the words don't matter. I can say, like, oh, if they're pro-life, then, you know, why do they love school shootings so much? Oh, they're pro-life, then why are they against universal healthcare? Oh, they're pro-life, then why are they in favor of reducing FDA standards so that food is less healthy and more poisonous and results in more chronic health issues? Oh, they're pro-life, but why are they against climate change, which is already killing people every summer? We have people dying in heat waves. But again, the logic doesn't matter. I say all that, and none of that matters to a Republican. They don't care, right? It's not like, oh, a Republican's going to hear, oh, shit, wait, I'm pro-life, but I'm anti-climate change action? Oh, I never thought of that. Oh, wow, you just totally... Are you joking? Like, oh, shit, I consider myself pro-life, and you just mentioned that we have, like, really bad health outcomes because our food is poisoned by low FDA standards. I never thought about that. Holy fuck. They don't care. Like, no Republican is going to react in that fashion. They don't care. Andrew Kohler, $5. Is it a post-birth abortion to allow school children to be mowed down by an AR-15 in school? I would say probably. But again, words do not matter. There is no argument. There is no logic. It's like you cannot treat Republicans like we're like having a mathematical conversation, right? Oh, 2 + 2, there is an answer to that. It's 4. Republicans are like, oh, 2 + 2, my grandpappy always used to tell me, you know, that 2 and 2 make 2 and a... Like, they don't care, right? This isn't, like, logic implies that there is a way to have, like, a consistent, verifiable answer, right? It's trying to, like, add mathematics to, like, politics or something like that, right? Which I agree with. I think there is logic, right? But imagine if you talk to someone that just doesn't believe in math. 2 + 2 isn't 4, it's 73. Right? You cannot have that conversation. So I do believe that politics can be reduced to logic, and I do believe that there are correct and incorrect political opinions. Like, again, I think if you're a Republican, that is incorrect. You're just a dumb motherfucker. But I need you to understand, dumb motherfuckers, they don't know they're dumb motherfuckers. If they knew they were dumb motherfuckers, they wouldn't be dumb motherfuckers.
Life. We are proud to stand for life, and we will oppose this very radical anti-life agenda that we're seeing from House Democrats pushing on the floor. And as we look around the globe, Harris, that puts us on the level with
North Korea. Like again, it does, like, I need you to understand, I really, like, the starting point. This is something I want to instill in all of my viewers, everyone that watches my show, everyone that stumbles upon this clip. The starting point for when you interact with Republicans, you need to understand there is no logic. There is no argument. There is no way you can convince someone not to be a psychopath fascist. It's just not going to happen. Either they're going to come to that conclusion on their own, or they're not. It's that simple. It's that simple. Now, you can plant a seed. You can do that method. Like, let's say your mom is a fucking Republican and, like, you know, you don't get along or whatever. You can try to plant a seed. But I need you to understand, there is, like, thinking that that seed is going to produce, like, a logical outcome. That's faith. Right? That is faith. That is belief, not just without evidence, but that is belief in things that are 180 degrees against all verifiable facts and evidence, you are religious. If you think that you can have like an actual conversation with any one of these Republicans and that they'll actually listen to logic and reason, that is a religious mindset. You are a religious fundamentalist in a different direction. You need to realize that all the facts are against that. There is no way a Republican will ever listen to logic, ever listen to reason, ever listen to a good argument, because it's not only that you're not just speaking the same language, you are speaking an entirely different language with these people. It's like someone who speaks English are having an argument with someone that speaks Mandarin. It's just not going to work. Right? You can't even agree to the same rules. You can't even agree to the same language. How could you possibly agree to any sort of logical coherence? It's just not going to happen. Right? So again, these people lie and it doesn't matter. There is no accountability. There is no hypocrisy. It doesn't matter to these people and their voters. It doesn't matter. So there you go. All right, motherfuckers.